Assets you pass down to your kids will be subject to a divorce settlement if they go through one. So let's say you set up a will, put all of your assets in there, it goes through the probate process, and then at the end of probate, all of your assets get dumped into your kid's name. Now, because they are in your kid's name and it's typically going into a joint account or using marital funds to support those assets, they become subject to a divorce settlement. Now, in that divorce settlement, they're going to be able to take half of the assets you pass down to your kids. A way to get around this is to keep the assets out of your kid's name, but still allow them to benefit from those assets. A way to do that is put them inside of a trust. It can be revocable or irrevocable. The reason being is that a revocable trust becomes irrevocable when you pass away. Now you have those assets inside the trust. You do not allow them to touch the principal of those assets. So as an example, if you have an investment portfolio in there, you keep the investment portfolio in there, don't let them have access to the principal, and then you can allow them to take distributions from any of the gains that you would have from that portfolio. Another example would be you have an investment portfolio, not a rental portfolio in there. You don't allow them to have access to the properties. You only allow them to have access to cash flow distributions when appropriate. That way, they have no access or ties or marital funds going into those assets. They can only take distributions from those. That way, the assets themselves will not be subject to a divorce settlement. And it's because those assets are inside of the irrevocable trust, they're not in your kid's name, fully separated from your child, but they still get to benefit from it. If you want help setting us up and use one of our trusts, your assets will avoid the probate process, or we will do probate for free. Click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.